Were you singing?
Yeah, Jeremy.
Star Spangled Banner?
Yeah, I think so.
It's too bad the radio doesn't work.
Sea changes.
It's a strange day. No colors or shapes. No sound in my head. I forget who I am when I'm with you. There's no reason. There's no sense. I'm not supposed to feel. I forget who I am. I forget. Fascist baby, my dog needs new ears.
Okay, so here it is, my first attempt of hiking the southern section of the Lost Coast or Kings Range Trail. So here's where I started. I had my sister and her husband drop me off early. I didn't want, the road there is really rough to get to Usal Beach and the trailhead, or the beginning of the trail. So I hiked an extra 2 miles to get to the beginning of the trail. That's what the beginning is there. And there's Usal Beach. It's still pretty cool. Wasn't a bad extra 2 miles, but then as soon as you start, you basically hike up on a bluff like what you see here. Lots of trail finding, route finding, lots of wild bushwhacking as well. I was paranoid about poison oak, leaves of 3, leave it be. I thought everything had leaves of 3. Anyways, didn't see anybody the whole day, and that was like a roughly 10-mile day, up until the very end, because my brother-in-law's sister's husband, Noel, I heard a rumor that he'd be also on this trail. Didn't know where he'd be. I just happened to pick this camp, Little Jackass Camp, which has one of the coolest names, and boom, he was there at one of the camps there. We talked a little bit and chatted, and then I picked a spot on the beach on the sand, and that's where I spent the night. Okay, so now let's just go back through the hike. And so I have basically some videos and some photos from the trip.
There goes my ride. There goes my ride. The road to get to the southern part of Lost Coast Trail was intense. And they had like a streetcar, like a Civic or something. So I felt bad having them drive more. It's 6 miles. So I think we did maybe 3.5 or 4, no, probably 4 miles, but I just wanted them to turn around because they have to come back up this downhill right here. So my hike is going to be longer than I thought, but that is totally fine. It's going to be good to get out and start walking now. I just hope they make it back okay, because that road was intense. Okay, so I am ready to start the trail. This is the Lost Coast Trail, or Kings Range Trail, and I'm starting it from the south and going north, so I'm northbound. And I've never done the southern section, which is about over 30 miles, and then the northern section, which I've done at least 2 or 3 times, is about 24 miles. Ari and Jeremy just dropped me off. They drove on this, they were heroes, driving through a crazy rough road. I can hear somebody coming. Anyway, I got about less than 2 miles to go because it's 6 miles to the trailhead. Right now it's really sunny. But you can see right over here are the clouds that I am about a little bit above, but that's what I'll be, that's the kind of weather I'm gonna be running into. Sunny inland, cloudy on the coast. It's an adventure. Cool. Almost at Usal Beach, the beginning of the hike, 2 miles in. But check these out. These are the candelabra trees. Candelabra redwoods. They look cool. Definitely Lord of the Rings-ish. Look at that. Okay. I should be at the beginning of the trail pretty soon. Somewhere down there is the Pacific, but it looks pretty socked in. And this is my trail. Okay, I'm almost at 4.5 miles. So that makes it about 2 miles into the hike, but I'm about almost just under 600 feet. I'm paranoid about poison oak now, but this is the view. You can see, take my word for it, there is an ocean. There is a Pacific Ocean. It's down below, I could hear it, but there's just so much cloud cover, or I guess you'd call it fog, I don't know. But that's what it looks like. This is a rough trail, for sure, and I'm paranoid about leaves of 3, leave it be, because I'm seeing, it seems like everything I'm touching is that. So we'll see how my skin fares in the next few hours. Whew, okay. And it's almost 3, so I've been hiking 2 hours. So that's where I'm at. I wanted to offer proof that there is a Pacific Ocean. Behind me is my trail. Fine. So far it's been a little nice. Before that it was a lot of bushwhacking and it sucked. But here is a look at the coast from Sinkyone. Jeremy and Ari dropped me off somewhere over here, and then I hiked down this way to Usal, and then that's the trail I've been on since. I've only gone like a few miles, man. It's very slow going. Those are some redwoods. Here's my trail. There's another big redwood right there. Finally a decent trail. There's like a mile of bushwhacking and trail finding, which sucked. But look at that guy. That guy's huge. And that's a small one before they all got logged. Here's a little landslide that's happened. Looks fairly recent and looks dry. So just a landslide. This is at a place where I just got water and I could see rocks falling right now. And then there, someone tied some rope. I think it's more psychological versus utilizing versus real to use. But I used it. I just had a late lunch. Now I'm gonna try to go as far as I can till nightfall. You could see. Shit. Where? Yeah, this thing's still pretty active. Okay, I better get out of here. But there's the ocean out there. Well, it's after 5, but now it looks like the clouds have mainly been burned away, so you now have a view of the ocean. It looks awesome. So this little inlet is here. This gulch here is where I was just at. There's a landslide, and then here is looking back south down the coast. Somewhere up here is where Ari and Jeremy dropped me off. Very beautiful. It's like our own Nepali coast here. Okay, gotta quit sightseeing and put in some more miles. So I was right down there, and it was pretty sketchy because the trail goes right on the very cliff of this bluff. Anyways, Timber Point has been my highest point so far. That's about 1,100 feet or something. That's what I got up to. Then I got down to about 200 feet down here in Dark Gulch. Usal Beach is right around the corner that way. Ari and Jeremy dropped me off right around here. Fort Bragg is way down that way. And here's some cool rocks. And then just here's kind of what the trail looks like. It's starting to look bushwhacky again. Whenever I'm out on these bluffs, these exposed areas, the trail is just wild and kind of stressful. A little bit of route finding, bushwhacking, poison oak. I like it when it's in the forest, so hopefully it'll go back in. I guess it goes in and out. Anyways, the first southernmost camp is coming up, Anderson Gulch. I'm not gonna stay there, but one camp down. I think that's 5 miles in, so that'd be 7.2 for me when I get there. I'm almost there, less than a half mile. Okay, later.
My dog needs new ears. Make his eyes see forever. Make him live like me again and again.
Fascist baby, utopia. Utopia. I'm super grand. That's how they made me. Ah, holy cow. Holy cannoli. Made it to the first camp. It's called Jackass Camp. Little Jackass. Wow. Oh, I probably can't go all the way. Okay. I'm here sunset. So I hiked about 10.2, 10 and a half miles. And I just decided to call it a day. And I'm glad I did. This is an awesome little place. There's a couple of camping spots. There's a couple of pit toilets. And there's water here too. So I'm just gonna hang out here and wake up early and then hit the trail. I can't complain. I can't complain!